think that was good. Okay, and oh, I should probably mute the other speaker when it does kick on. That would be very frustrating. All right, so welcome back. It has been 2 weeks at least.
I think it's exactly 2 weeks.
Yes. And we had to take a break last week because the old man got some dental surgery and was actually, from my recollection, pretty articulate, but still a little woozy from the meds. So
And I would have sounded a little bit like this.
yeah, so we decided it was in everyone's best interest if we just took a break last week. But we're back now, and let's see how much we forgot. Let's see, we are on the Tribune. Technically, this is 5 p.m., which is a couple seconds later than the last one, so whatever decisions were made then. And yes, I think I remember us picking a district. Yeah, we just got a sales department.
Yeah.
Which is... Oh, she's telling me about the thing I mentioned last time, which is if you print things enough times in a row, you eventually locked that sensation. So can I skip that, or are you just still talking? Sorry, sensation was not the right word. What I'm trying to say is if you get enough printings in this one particular category, you move further up, and it gives you bonuses as long as you're within that area. You got informational, moderate, and sensational. Right now we don't have any secondary benefits. We just want to avoid her readership and his readership. So we can still hit informational, but only in these 2 slots. And for her, we can hit sensational in these 3, so long as we don't interface with her. It looks like we were working on sensational, so I do kind of want to hit this slot here or this slot here. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? The week after this, it is undercover... rapid repair or 11th hour. Ooh.
11th hour is...
It's not bad, but both of these are slightly better. This lets us get undercover stories, which we haven't been getting undercover exclusive stories right now, but we will eventually. And also, if there's a mobster risk, undercover negates that because,
Yeah.
they're undercover. Rapid repair is the one guy who fixes everything can now fix things 50% faster. So this is good, but it only kicks in. It literally says the last hour of Sunday. So that's a lot. That's a lot to try and shoot for, that one particular last hour. And then I think we had... Okay, so we have 3 refreshes. We didn't use any of them. We have a Breatharian. That's good, because that means he needs nothing, but he's expensive as hell. Production, none of those are particularly good traits. And the same thing goes for utility. So if we really want to, we can go back and deal with that. But for now, Mr. Advertisement Guy, let's see. Let's go ahead and help you advertise for waterfront security. Because why not? I don't need to prioritize it because one day is not that long. These stories are being researched. We have 14 to get through, and 3 telegraphers, which 3 goes into 14.
About under 4.
Yeah, 4 times?
No,
5 times.
It's 3 plus.
Yeah, because you have to round up because part of a day is still a day. So 4 times and that turns over. So basically 2, 3. So basically every day and a half we need to learn at least 3 stories. Now we already have 2 being researched, so it's not bad, but oof, that's a hell of a crunch.
I don't think we got anything really good that we already got.
Oh, you're right. We got well, and also what are our objectives here? We need 1 gruesome story and 1 defeat story. It also looks like we need an alarming. Do I have any of those? It says that I have 2 of those stockpiled. So let's quickly look at what they're... First of all, I'm just going to move the ones with the negative tags down because they're less valuable than the ones with positive. I don't know how else to put that. I mean, that kind of makes sense, right? All right, so those are not the highest priority because they have a negative as well as their positive, although that is a gruesome tag. So in our back pocket at the 11th hour, if we do actually need one, we have a gruesome already.
Okay.
And what's the other one that they wanted? They wanted the defeat. Do I have a defeat already? That would be this one. Okay, so this is technically a priority. We're going to go ahead and mark that.
Oh yeah, it's Smedley Butler.
Smedley Butler,
Smedley Butler
accuses Mussolini. U.S. issues apology for hit and run remarks.
Yeah.
Interesting. So we want this story. I'm going
He
to
was a
prioritize
hero.
a bit. The butler, because I don't
Oh
think.
yeah.
But he made an insulting comment that didn't fly.
He attacked a dictator who eventually, Albert Einstein. That's Chaplain Lights, City Lights. That's an uplifting story.
I know, actually, it's marked as such. I kind of like that. Inspiring. They use the term. So kind of like that. Anyway, so that's what we have on deck. These stories aren't done yet, but we do have the stories started, so we can use them by the end, I'm sure. And how are we doing on paper? We have 195. I'm pretty sure we need at least 300, so I'm going to order just a stack. And we're good. That's 6,000 in the bank. I could probably spend maybe 4,000 without worrying about it, but we don't really need
3,000.
Yeah. Sorry, I heard the Pavlov bell, which made me stop time. Okay, so what we have is Prohibition Sweep, Club Rated, Philadelphia Club 13 in Walnut. Hey! I may or may not know where that address is, or a facsimile of it. Anyway, looks like we have Alexander Ligma and Regina Porter are our only reporters. Looks like they don't have any bonuses. That's why I wanted the Breatharian. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I think I'm going to fire Regina and hire that other guy. He's a better long-term investment. Oh, Regina, I'm sorry. You've done good work. You've done good work. Let's see, you? Yeah, okay, so to fire someone, you have to unassign them, and then you have to click the person, you have to go over to the salary page, and then you have to boot them. Sorry, Regina. Thank you for your service. That makes you sound military. Thank you for your commitment? No. Whatever. Thank you.
You did a good job.
You did a really good job. God, firing people is hard.
Oh.
Okay. Anyway, the replacement is Christopher Paccio. Paccio. Yeah, I'm going to go with Paccio. And he is going to get the experience of working this one, because that way he'll level up. Let's go ahead and give him... I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's put him here and put Alexander Ligma here. Looks like they'll both trigger at roughly the same time. Do I want either of these? It was the alarming. Okay, yeah, I want the alarming, so we're going to go ahead and prioritize this as well. There's going to be outrage. That's not...
We're not really looking for...
We don't really... Outrage is annoying, but this actually will give Clark Kent something to do, because he does the whole move along, sir. So of all the like negative things, if it was mobsters, I'd be really annoyed. But if it's outrage, it's actually not the worst possible affliction. Did I hear a ding or no? I didn't hear no bell. I'm gonna move these up. She's actually coming to move that last one, so I'm gonna go ahead and let her do that. It's her job after all. That means we have 400 paper in reserve. That should
I'm surprised
be
we
more
haven't.
than enough.
Oops, I'm sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten more dings of stories.
Well, it's funny you say that, because as you say that, two come in. We can actually check the progress bar.
AL. What the hell is AL?
President Bernard dies. Well, we can ask. Let's go ahead and let's put Terry Ventura in it. League chief dies at 57. So,
American League Baseball.
There you go. Yeah, good call. And then this one we can put, let's go ahead and put this here. Stephen McLeach. San Francisco-Oakland Bridge authorized. Hey, I've been on that bridge. Congress approves construction of state-built toll bridge. I took the train. So you go underneath it, and it uses that bridge. Or I think it goes along it. I can't remember. But it does use that bridge. Oh, let's see if we get outrage. Eeny, meeny, miny. Oh, 3 protesters. That's not too bad. But let's prioritize this because we want this published. And here they come. What was I saying? Right. So I didn't pay a toll. I mean, maybe the BART ticket was more, but yeah, I've been on that bridge. I know that's not exactly the most. Ooh, food, or no, broken. Someone's gonna come fix that, right? I got a guy who fixes things. Now, if you watch, Clark Kent took this person and walked them away. Clark Kent actually has a speed boost, if I recall correctly. Yeah, he moves 25% faster, so he actually moves the hostesses along faster than any other else without the speed boost. Now, while the protester is there, they can't cross the picket line as they were, but I can manually move them. So picket line kind of is not a detriment, not a real detriment in any sense of the term. Okay, this one got finished, so sorry, I'm getting a little manic here, but I just realized I'm not pausing the game, or trying to do it as little as possible. 10 more stories to get through, and 5 days to do it in. I'm pretty sure we got this. We can go ahead and give the Breatharian more experience, and we might as well because we just hired him. Trying to think. That was a gruesome story, right? Actually,
yeah.
oh, I forgot. Sawbox tricks.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh!
That's
Oh,
a gruesome-
wait. He only lost a wooden leg. It's fine. I got scared. I'm not, like, really, but my very vivid imagination. So when I saw Saw boss trick, I was just picturing the crowd being
Right.
traumatized, you know? That's a lot. Never mind the person who actually, gets injured, but like everyone who witnessed that has got to be feeling some kind of way. All right, so it looks like on the story front, we got quite a few that have finished, but we also got some new ones here. Sorry, I'm going to pause this a little bit. I didn't mean to hit that button, but I'm going to pause this a little bit just because I like organizing this. This satisfies my ADD in a very like a scratch that itch kind of way. And I know I'm not the only one. I can't possibly be the only one with that level of OCD. Alright, so with that, I've now organized it that all the two story blurbs are together. The ones that have directions are close to another. All the ones that are four are next to each other, and the one that has the gold tag is higher than the silver tag. Okay, the reason why this is higher, because I remember us prioritizing it as something we needed. Did we need it? What do we need it for? Defeat. We needed to defeat. That's right. In fact, since that story is done, let's go ahead and put it here. I like starting from the bottom and working my way up.
Yeah, that's always a good move.
Just so it, lets me focus on whatever tags. This is the Charlie Chaplin one, right?
Is it done?
Uplifting? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So
Okay, I'd put that bottom of the page one.
yes. I am so glad we're thinking alike. If a better story doesn't come up, I might even move it up to the main headline story because I like how uplifting it is. Especially since I also have to prioritize the gruesome and alarming stories. This is an unveiling. We don't really need to focus on that yet, but it's good to know that we have. This has, I just prioritized this.
Yeah.
And this also is a defeat.
Yeah.
I don't need to prioritize it, but if it does get made, I might put it along here because you get a synergize bonus.
Now, how long before the Sawbox, the Sawbox trick story is done?
Still reporting on it, so that's going to be probably another few hours, and then
Okay.
all of these are between 4 and 6 hours. Sorry, between 4 and 8 hours, depending on the experience of the person who handles it.
Okay.
So every time you see one of these, just
Because where are we? We're about
we're halfway through Wednesday, but we have all of Sunday to work.
Okay.
So I think we're doing pretty good. Also, when these light up on the side, especially towards the top, I know the high value stories get complete. What are you heartbreaking about? What's your mood? The environment. Okay. Sorry, let me just take a look at. Oh, cold temperature. Okay, hold on. That's actually really easy to fix. You. Not that fan.
You need a heater.
No. There's the. Oh, we don't have. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and put this here for now. There is a ceiling fan. We don't have a ceiling fan yet, but I like the ceiling fan. The ceiling fan is good. I'm going to go ahead and get out of this vision because I don't need it anymore. Check on the stories. It looks like 2 of them are about to pop real soon.
Yep.
Real soon. There you go. Okay. We have recent college football pros spotted. Sure. And then this one is high court rules on prohibition. How high were they? Risk of boycott. I do not like that because then we have a small chance of losing an advertiser, but
It should be an important story.
yeah, I think we earn more from the story than we do from the. Ooh, okay. If you just saw, I paused because I want to point this out. You just saw this highlight itself. That's because he's psychic and has unveiled the next story lead before finishing the current lead. That is part of the reason why I like psychic so very, very much. It only has a 25% chance of happening, but it's far more valuable than like any other bronze trait I can see. The forecast tag to horoscopes is meh, but the 25% chance of unlocking the next thing. Ooh, we can do it twice potentially. That'd be like 25 times 25%, so 6% chance of this happening, but let's find out. Damn it. Well, that's both our ads, so we have no more ads, unfortunately. So I can put you here, but I don't think we're going to be able to print this. He might get an experience. So that's a shame. Anyway, also we didn't get the psychic bonus, so I'm going to go ahead and keep leveling up this guy with the great trait because I don't want to get rid of Alexander Ligma because I like him, but there's always a chance that we'll find someone with much better stats later on. Okay, so I think there's everything we can do for right now. Yeah, 3 stories, so I have 3 telegraphers, so that's the max I can get. How many stories we have left? We have 7 more that we can potentially discover. That's after this one, so that's 3 today, 3 tomorrow, and 3 the next day. I'm pretty sure we got this. We may not get the very last story, but we can start planning roughly what our eventual front page / full layout is going to be. But before that, I really need to take a sip of this liquid because I've been talking almost constantly.
Well, and I will fill up the silence by mentioning that when you talked about undercover reporting, what I flashed on, having done that, which is very ethically difficult to do correctly, but John Steinbeck, to research and report on Grapes of Wrath, actually gave up his wealth and became a poor, what they called Okie, and lived with them and traveled from the Southwest into California. So
it's funny that you mentioned Steinbeck because I want to check something really quick. I can't remember if we already knew this, but let's see, is it... There we go.
holy cow.
Yeah. He's a character. We don't get to hire him, but he is a character within this game, and we're going to encounter him later on. I am so happy you said that. So yeah, look forward to that in the near future. Okay, where... Oh, I think I just looked at these stories without... No. We already talked about Prohibition. And then this one was the football... Right, this is the football guy. The scouting. That's the word I was looking for. Why couldn't I remember? I know. Whatever. Okay. I think... Excuse me. That's what happens when I drink way too quickly.
Welcome, America.
Yeah, sorry. At least you don't have to smell it. Let's see. We have 8 people killed in a fire, but ooh, this is worth it. Okay. I haven't really talked much about influence points because they're pretty rare. But remember when I was looking at the front page and there was that ×3 multiplier?
Yeah.
So instead of getting 4, we would get 12.
Oh.
So even though I really, really don't want to have someone injured, we're doing that. And of the 4 people that can possibly take this story, Alexander Ligma seems to be the most, I don't want to use the term expendable, but the least secondary trait benefiting individual. So Alexander Ligma, you're going to have to lick my balls because... you're going to be in the hospital for 3 days. And then let's go ahead and we want to see if we can trigger the psychic. We can. That's amazing. And then because that already triggered, we can go ahead and stick Christopher Paccio on this. So even though this would normally take between them 2 days and 14 hours, now it's going to take 1 day and 13 hours total. which means we are definitely going to have that ready by Sunday. And 8 people killed in a fire. A firefighter scuffled a fractured ankle. I'm really sorry that this is going to be my headliner, but it's going to be my headliner.
I agree.
We're prioritizing this, and this is already done because... Oh, no, that also prioritized printing, so that's important. Got it. Okay. Very happy that happened. Still paused time. Don't really need to do that for any longer. We have 6 more stories, but I almost don't even care because that 4 times influence is going to be huge. That's not true. We might get something like really impressive for the last couple stories.
Yeah.
I also remembered why I was trying to think why this tile was off, and I remembered last week we moved the bathroom up because we added a floor, which is good. We want that, but I just forgot. So I was scratching my brain like, what the hell was I planning with this? And it turns out I wasn't planning. That is remnants of a previous plan. I will adjust that later on when we get, I don't know, let's say 10,000, and I'll start worrying about decorating. We also, let's see, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so eventually we're going to need, let's see, I think it's, hold on, 12. We're going to need 12 reporters and 6 desks. So, for right now, I think we only have... No, there's probably a reporter at this desk too. Yeah, so we have 1 at all these desks. So we have, what did I say, 7? Yeah, 7. So, theoretically, we need to keep an eye out for, let's say, good reporters. Because we did just switch out... That's just cheap, and that's temperature sensitive, or less trash. Ooh! No, less trash is only good for production people. It's not good for reporters. I mean, game mechanics-wise,
Right.
It's good for everybody. Produce less trash. Okay, let's go ahead and get Linda in there because she's psychic, and I want her to have experience. I didn't even read the story. Racing accident startles. I'm glad there anything else that is more drastic. Safety concerns arise as the racing community reflects on devastating incidents. Apparently it wasn't too devastating because it says startles instead of tragedy ensues, but... Oh, okay. This is good, this is good, this is good. Let's finish this, pause, and start working. I didn't do any rearranging since these stories came in, so I'm going to very quickly move them to their... I'm going to use the term ostensive, but that is the incorrect term, but I don't want to think about that for right now. Put this here... Ooh.
I don't
So
think
this
we're
could be close.
Yeah,
It might be a next week situation.
I think so too.
Okay, so if that's a next week situation, I'm not going to focus too hard on that. Actually,
So we need...
no. Sorry. Let me finish the thought. If I know for a fact it's going to be a next week situation, I can unprioritize it. Because then instead of like this ad that I can't use, fun. What about these? Can I use these? Yeah. Well, I can't use this one. All right. So I've lost 2 ads apparently. Yeah. I wonder if they will. You know what? I don't want to look at them anymore. Oh, that one was still giving experience. Oh well, whatever. All right. So those are now gone. I don't have to think about those. This is a 2-star or 2 bronze. This is all 1s. I don't need to look at the ad anymore.
Now, what do we need?
Do
Do we have a gloom?
We need a tragedy. I'm gonna leave this marked. What is this? This is telling me about the floor control. This is telling me about the chalkboard. Can I remove this one?
So we need a tragedy.
Yeah. So we have the saw trick.
And do we have that already?
Yes, it's completed at all stages. So I'm going to go ahead and, because it doesn't synergize with the other one, I'm going to put it here. I want left-facing stories, at least 1. So we have, this guy has a gold tag. It also has an alarming tag, which is what we need. So I think we're going to go ahead and put this for our main story. And then...
Wait, do we have 3 pages?
Yes, we have 3 pages.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we got it at the end of last time. I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, we can real have some fun with here. That was not good English. Anyway, which is unfortunate because I run a paper. All right, so this is all 3 minimum criterias met, so I can ignore this. God, all right, can I just... I'm going to try and fast forward her conversation. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna click 2 or 3 of these. Yes. 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 Okay. Done? Done. Alright, so basically she was telling me that I can take maintenance people and assign them to individual floors. That really doesn't matter until I have like 10 plus floors. Maybe 8 floors, but for right now that is not a skill I need to worry about. I don't want to listen to her again. I want to move on to the next thing. Alright, so yes, we have 3 pages and we want to synergize. This is politics and defeat. I think we had another defeat. Yeah, here we are. I have sports and defeat, and this one's not going to finish in time. So I'm going to put sports and defeat here. That'll cause the defeats to synergize. And I'm going to put the politics... How far out is this story? That was not the button I wanted to push. Damn it. Alright, go all the way up here. And you go here. I think that's the only rearranging I need to do. I'm sick of looking at that ad. Basically, I must have hit something that caused it to drastically rearrange.
High Court is a big story.
Yeah, but it's not going to be completed for 2 days. I don't think we successfully got that one in the bag. So we're going to go ahead and move this here, which causes... Ooh. Nope, that's fine. I can work with that. We need... this one. This tragic and society. I think tragic was up here, right? We don't... No, we don't need a tragic, which is technically different than gruesome somehow.
We need to put in a society one if we've got it.
Yeah, this is it. So we're going to put that society in there.
That's society?
It's marked as society and tragic. So my guess is the 3 women were somehow important, or this is the first gasoline tank explosion. Yeah, that doesn't strike me as a that really doesn't strike me as a society story. You got that right. But I needed to do that because I needed to move out of this guy's little negative area. So in here, let's go ahead and put a crime thing there for that synergistic effect. We're doing either entertainment or society here, so it looks like what I have ready is this well, we have Dracula now in theaters. Hey, we were talking about this tonight over dinner. You know what? In honor of that, I'm not even going to ask the question. That's going in. And then the last one, so that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That is all ready, but I'm going to let at least half of Sunday play out just in case any of the other more important things tick over to green. I don't think they will. Oh, and we have 5 stories to discover. Yeah, so it's worth it to get more articles potentially for next week and also to give these stuff to complete their rounds. Not the best use of that term, but I'm going to stick with it. So we're going to continue to wait for the last minute here. Although we do have our paper fully assembled. We have enough actual paper for it, and everything seems to be functioning. So all in all, this looks like it's going to be a major success. Except for the fact that... Oh, this guy eating? Buddy, you need to be doing... Okay, finish. Okay, stop. Immediately go there. I don't think he's... Well, he might discover something. We'll see. I probably should hire another telegrapher if I can. Ooh. Mobsters, potentially. And we have to bribe to get the story. Authority and danger. What do you think? I could go either way on this one.
I don't like the idea that we're bribing.
Okay. Close this line of communication. Let them look for another story. Ooh, 1, 2, 3. All of them are going to go. We're going to probably learn the stories before the end of Sunday, but we're definitely not going to be able to finish any of the stories. So I'm going to let them click in.
So
1. Let's see what it is. It is Reform wins City Hall. Sure. Let's go ahead. I want to save him as something cool for next week. So between you two, and you have the slightly more experience. Let's go ahead. Just to have it, you know, on the back burner if we need it for next week. We probably won't, but you never know.
I think we must be...
It'll tell us. I don't really have a choice. She's my only economist, and going to send
Well,
a Breatharian.
Yeah, that's going to be a big story next week.
It's only got 2 bronze tags, but yeah. Mine takes 3,000 lives. The game's system of prioritizing stories is odd. Like, for game mechanic reasons, I do have to focus on that to, you know, earn in-game currency, but it strikes me that some stories are definitely more important than others. Okay, now I hit print. I don't think there's anything that got finished.
Yeah,
nothing changed. All right, start. Ka-ching. And there it goes. Prohibition sweep, 2,100. Or sorry, no, 20,100. Sorry, my brain.
200,000.
Wow, my brain skipped twice. Record sales, so that's good. The first, you know, bit of money we get is never the real amount. And, excuse me, there's the district that we got. It says Jamaica. I don't know. Oh, it must be. Is there a Jamaica district in New York that I don't know about? There is. Oh, okay.
I don't know where it is, but.
Oh, I mean, the game probably is at least a close to approximation. All right, I think we're going to shoot for that undercover just because it'll allow us to continue along this to the. Okay, we get 1 ad back. Just, you know, if we can, because that's the primary, secondary. The third one is tertiary. Tertiary goal that we can 8% increase. Who got promoted? These 2 guys. Okay. Oh, and the I switched out that 1 reporter for the Breatharian. That's a better long-term investment, but yeah, that was a lot. We need to get to the Navy ship. That is something that we need to do to get this guy's missions, which we need to do before finishing her missions. Of which she has 3 that we can do. In the meantime, we're pursuing the Empire State Building, because that is the mayor. It says print at least 1 scoop, but that only happens in contested ground, which is this orange or purple one, and unlocking the Navy ship is more important. So we're doing this. It does mean that we're not doing a secondary objective. That does kind of annoy me. I'd like to be efficient, but in terms of priorities, this is definitely higher. Now let's see. We have 3 influence points. Do we have access to that fan I mentioned earlier? Wait, hold on. I'm sure I saw it. I'm looking for a temperature. There it is. There it is. All right, so this is at Marines Harbor Firehouse, which is this one. All right, so that is 1 district away. Also, radio tower. Can I... Oh, if I had 1 more influence point. Okay. All right, I think we're good, because I can't pick a secondary objective right now. Yes, it is unfortunate. All right. We are now into... Come on, loading. We are now in... I know about foreign news. I would very much like to take care of it. I do not have a foreign news agent or telegrapher, so just because I know where it is doesn't mean I get to pursue it. All right. That's what I was going to say. We're into March 1931. That is the current date. Last time we needed 492. So if I order 300, it should combine with the 94 that are in there. That's very low. Yeah. So let's do another 200 on top of that. And I think we just let things play out. Is there anyone hiring that I care about? I forgot to go through the other reporters at the end of last week, but I don't see any... Nope, I definitely don't care about Cool Cat. Courageous isn't bad. But I don't think I need it. I think my current maintenance people are fine. Yeah, just let it play out. Oh, I suppose I could, first of all, assign this guy the 1 advertising job that he can do. And then I can move the articles I don't really care about to the bottom. Or not really care about, sorry. The ones that have negative demarcations. Oh, and where is it? This absolutely gets prioritized now.
Yeah.
Because that is going to be our front and center page goal. We're also trying to shoot for this undercover thing, because we get one more of informational paper and we will unlock the next bonus. And that's way less than the 4 I would have to get if I wasn't prioritizing that. So it is worth it to pursue that goal as well. In the meantime, hey, this paper got delivered, so I'm going to drop off at least a few of these. There's a guy that we hired to do that, but I'm faster than he is, and he can handle like the last 2 or 3, but I might as well get the bulk of it locked and loaded for him. For 95.44. That should be enough. If that last one goes there too, I won't complain, but I'll let him decide. We have a lawsuit pending, and this is unpopular, and this contains a lie.
Yeah.
Charleston Chasers quitting. So you don't think it's worth pursuing?
No.
Okay. Nevada gaming bill passed. It looks like there's no negative demarcations, but you only get to pick from one of these, but I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and have the cyclic go in. It didn't trigger. That is sad, but the next one will be a crime guy, and that'll be fun. Fun's not the right term. It'll be appropriate. Cool, someone leveled up. I have to pay her more, but that's fine. She also works faster. Something dinged? Yeah. I was just as I was closing it, so I wasn't sure I heard it. And the psychic didn't trigger. It's a shame. Wait. No, I can only do one psychic at a time. Alright, so let her go in, and then she'll go to the economic thing when that triggers. One of yous isn't doing anything. Where is he? Oh, he's walking back. Well, let me... Damn it. I was going to try and pick him up and move him, but by the time I select him now, it will have wasted extra time. It was a very narrow... Oh. So this maintenance person is repairing this light, but this light started to flicker. My brain couldn't handle that flashing light really quick. Couldn't process the information. I am cutting off the lower floor because I don't really need to see anything that goes down there, but as I saw earlier, protesters, I don't like the injury. NCAA wrestling champions. It's both, though, so that's 3 tags and a silver. Ronald?
Maybe.
Let's try your luck. Damn it. Alright, so Ronald's out for an entire week. Terry, all you, baby. We also have one more slot when, I guess, Linda comes back. What do we have here? This one, the Reno police, is apparently going to give a better statement than Nevada Gambling. Gaming, not gambling. So let's go ahead and put Alexander Ligma to work, because I like saying his name, even though I fumbled over it last time. I heard a ding. My Pavlov thing went off. Cool. So, Carrie Gonzalez, go ahead and finish that story for me. I haven't even checked what we're shooting for. We are shooting for inspiring, a famous person statement, a review, and an unveiling. It says that we have 3 of those already booked here, so that's good.
What are we looking for?
So that means we're basically looking for any kind of famous statement. And it's probably going to be something that pops up in California. I mean, because, famous people. But, it could happen in Washington, D.C. or Miami, I guess. Maybe New York as well.
New York.
But those are the statistical likely scenarios for those particular types of stories. Oh, sorry, I took another step. Oh, and we're at 10,000. Okay, well, I'll focus on decorating at the beginning of next week, because we have the money to spend. And decorating does have value, so it's not that I'm just doing it because I like things to be pretty. When they're in a nicer office, they do have greater work efficiency. So you put, like, crime posters around the crime desk guy, and he appreciates his job better and gets better at it. So there are tiny little buffs that you can give, and I intend to distribute as many as we have access to at this moment. Which isn't that many, because we're still relatively new into the game. Yet somehow we still don't have access to Europe. But we'll deal with that soon enough. One of you guys going to finish a story soon? Or alright, well I suppose I can take a look at what we already got. Let's go ahead and... Yes, I paused. I'm going to go ahead and move this right here. Okay, so here's where I kind of want you to look. This is influence points. This says 4, but when I move this here, this says 12. So
Yeah.
this is staying here.
Well, no, we've got that 3,000 coal miners coming.
Yeah, but that's it. I mean, we're gonna probably include that story because it's a definitely important story. But in terms of like influence, in the game mechanics, remember the game sometimes makes decisions that we don't agree with. This is technically this is so weird that the 8 people killed in the fire is going to be more influential than the 30 people died in 3,000 people dying in a mine. But the game has made that decision, and why is that light flickering? I just changed the whatever. Sorry, real world problem. Anyway, we also have all of those done, but these are I guess anything below the red line is a relatively new story. It can slightly adjust the things to satisfy my OCD. Sorry. I am compelled, alright? I almost can't control it. Almost. And then this, like, a very serious story. It basically hits every single tag, and it is High Court rules on prohibition, of course.
But we've got it already, right?
Yes, and I'm going to give it its own half-page little thing on the second page. Only because it doesn't synergize with any of the tags that they already brought up. So I can synergize it with more tags on its own page. It's a game thing. It'll be more important when we're actually publishing. All right, so back to the globe and unpause time. Whew. Okay,
What
so
day is it?
it is Thursday. Really? Wow, I feel like that went faster. Maybe I didn't pause time as much. Regardless, we're only waiting on a famous story and 10 items left to research. I definitely need to get that other telegrapher hired, which I will be able to do with the influence points that we're getting from this week, so that works out. I was really hoping her psychic power would trigger, but it didn't, so waiting for the next story to trigger. There we go. School of Air Radio.
That shouldn't.
I suppose I'll give Steven the experience. Sorry, I was trying to figure out who I want to...
That didn't seem like it was going to give us much.
It wasn't. Do you want me to...
No.
I just realized the reason why one of the stories wasn't getting completed is because we didn't... Oh, what did it say? The half-hour educational radio program is broadcast weekdays at 2:30. Ooh! Tell me about the radio and the TV shutting down and just having dead air for hours on end.
Oh. Well, it would be... Usually it was caused by a storm that knocked out power. But you could still, unless the storm was like massive, in my small northern Montana town, you could still pick up a faint radio signal from like Chicago or somewhere.
Interesting.
But
Sorry, just the idea that...
Well, wait for this. Television went off air at 11 o'clock at night.
That's what I was getting at. Like, I know you told me that.
They play the Star Spangled or America the Beautiful.
Yeah.
And then...
It's because they were out of content. Like, the idea that they didn't... There's now more content on the internet than there is hours in the universe. Because...
Well, it was not only content. They needed more people working to broadcast in a station. So it was costing them more money if they would have kept going.
Fascinating.
And they figured,
New York tall structure.
Empire Building?
Yes, we're working on that. I don't think we need to publish that one, but it does mean that the Empire State Building in the back... Ooh, hold on. Novelist draws store crowd. Let's go ahead and give Christopher Paccio some experience here.
Who is it?
6 protesters. Not worried about that at all.
I
Who
the novelist is.
Look, the tower's getting taller. That story, the New York tall structure, is an indication that this is actually getting built in the background, and I love that. I love that tiny little detail of the tower getting built.
What's weird...
That it was built before 1931?
No, I thought I saw the Empire State Building, which was taller than any of it.
Yeah. Oh, You mean that in the back? This one over here?
Yeah.
We talked about this. This is the Chrysler Building. We
Oh, I
argued
forgot.
about it like in the very first episode. Yeah, the Empire State Building has sort of a flat top. The Chrysler Building has sort of the pointy top. That's how I remember it. All right, so now I got to watch the protesters. Clark Kent's gonna, come out here and move them aside, which is nice. But now that there actually is protesters, I have to wait in this area in case any of my reporters come back, lest they be stopped by the picket line, or I guess the protest line. It's not really a picket line if the people who work in the building aren't. No, I guess it is, because they could be part of a union that spans multiple buildings. Damn, Sunday came quick. All right, so did we get a fame story? Because I don't remember us getting. We did. Okay, so you. I didn't necessarily mean to rearrange the entire thing on the side. That's kind of annoying that happened, but novelist draws a crowd. We will not be able to complete the story in time.
Okay, but where's our? We need a fame story, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is the only fame story that we have. It's you can sort by particular tags. Well, that is unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Let's see. This one.
That should be fame.
It's review, and I can actually prioritize that, and we can get probably this done in time. This is still the novelist. We already knew about that, and then the inspiring. All right, the inspiring we already have, so that we can lock in. That bonuses with the society, so we have 2 of the 4, which is good enough to win the district area. And now I'm so annoyed that it actually rearranged itself sort of without my permission, but that's fine. It'll take too much time to deal with that. So this is a politics story. It synergizes with here. We have Nevada gaming bill, not pills, passed, and that's along with the High Court ruling on prohibition. We have the same review. Okay, so yeah, this is getting prioritized, and this is going to get done in time. Sorry, I'm just going to take him. Yeah, taking it out of your hand physically, and putting it in this one because they're going to finish first. Yeah, within the hour. So this one's probably going to get through. So that will wrong button. That will probably go here. That is sports. So I'm going to put this here. This is also sports, so that's going to go there. So when this story gets done, it has 2 different things that'll synergize with it when it goes there. This is politics, crime, economy. Do we have a good politics, crime, or... Well, this is the economy story without the negative tag. But this has 2 synergy. Okay, so the negative tag is minus 1,000, but because this syncs up on 2 things and it's plus 5,000, that's a net gain of 4,000, so we're keeping it. I need 1 more nudge to the left. Do I even have 1 more nudge to the left? I don't have access to 1 more nudge to the left. Is there... It's because of this nudge to the right. Damn.
Well, we need 2 more stories.
One of them's spoken for. This is the end. This spot's going to go here. We just have to keep a very close eye on it. So we need 1 more story. It would be great if it was society-based. We only have 1 society story queued up, and it's got a negative tag. This also is a negative tag. Do I need this? Yes. Okay. That's what I needed to do. Sorry. This synergized with the economy and moved it 1 slot to the right, so we don't have this negative modifier. We're still informational. We get the undercover. These are all game stuff rather than news stuff. We're going to put the committed wrestling championships here. And what we're waiting on is crime, economy, or politics. And we have society piece. We have a politics piece done, so we're going to put that there for now. If something better comes up, that's fine. But now we're just waiting on this. Yeah. And the person who has this is this person here, so we're going to keep a really close eye on him. Gonna manually move this over to your friend. So how long does it take him to do? It takes him 6 hours. Perfect. So that means it'll take her also 6 hours, 7 hours apparently, to do something. Fine, whatever. Depending, and 10 hours to do that, so it's 17 total. It's 3. God dang it. You. Taking this and moving it here. That 1 hour difference. Dang it, it's the same. No, she is better. Okay, so you go here. Yes. Okay. That was a lot of fiddling, but that was the only way to get the right guy in the right slot at the right time. Oh, okay. There's a non-zero chance we got this. We're coming really down to the wire here. Is that also a printing term? Down to the wire? Because it's not a racing term. Is it? Yes, it is, actually, isn't it?
It's a horse racing term.
It is a gambling term.
Well, it is one of those cliches that moved.
Sting was a great movie. Sorry, whenever I think about horse racing, I immediately think of Sting, or The Sting. Because the entire thing was about, well, the entire premise revolved around horse racing and wire transmissions that weren't instantaneous, because that was the era that we lived in. They lived in. I didn't live in it.
Me neither. I'm old, but not... Ooh.
That'll be available next week, because we're on Sunday here.
Yeah.
Bank reports July gain. I don't know. I do like the silver tag. Let's see how much money they want. If it's 500, I'm stopping. Oh, I can afford the 100. That's fine. Go ahead and discover stuff about the bank. All right, all 3 of those will be done next week. This one might be done this week. Nope, all 3 of those will be done next week, so we'll have those locked and loaded. We're not going to, unfortunately, get the remaining 4 stories, but we have almost everything we need to finish this up next time. All right, I think we just let it play out. Oh, wait, no, I was staring at this guy, staring at this guy, staring at this guy, staring at this guy. 2, 1, 0. Okay, now that should have... Where is it? Expand. Domain expansion. NCAA Racing Champion. Hell yes. So this goes here. And then we still have the gas explosion one. Society... would be on the front page, and unfortunately it is a perception right, and I'm trying to keep it informational. But if you'd like, I can replace the racing act. Yeah, let's do that. Screw the racing accident startles. Let's put the gas line explosion in. I don't care that it synergizes less. It's a more interesting story. All right, we need 499, and we have 594. I'm very happy that we went over the. We would have had 494. But we bought all the paper, so we did good.
Looks like we're ready to roll.
I think, yeah, that is the term, too. I'm going to give these newspaper articles the remaining, 5 hours or so that we need, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward until it clicks. There it is. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I can go ahead and reduce this. Let's start printing. Alright, now, either way, we are set up for the next in-game week, but I gotta check in with your energy level, because you still are recovering from surgery.
Yeah, let's...
We set up for next week and then call it there? Okay, cool. Oh, record sales! Sorry, I was looking at you. I didn't even notice that until I turned around. Nice. We've done 16 weeks in, or, that's not quality, sorry. 18th edition. We've done 18 weeks in, and we have 16 quality stars. That's nice. And then we have 13. Oh my god, we're going to buy so many things on the main. Yeah. We're going to start next week by decorating. We'll remember that next week. Oh my god, it'll be the day before April 1st, right? It may even be April 1st. I gotta remember. If it's April Fool's, then I promise we're not joking. We will still be here. But if it's not, just the day before, then I will try and think of jokes.
Well, on the day before April Fool's is your mom and I's wedding anniversary.
Oh! I'm a bad son for not knowing that.
No, you're not.
I'm a bad son for not knowing your birthday exactly. Love you, big guy. No, that's awesome. That's good to know. I will try and think of something sweet for you guys. It may just literally be physically something sweet. This represents your reader's perception of your newspaper. Yes, I know about that. Every week it moves towards your latest edition. It reads on different sides and different... Thank you. Ta-da! And that means I've now unlocked a new category and undercover reporting, which is nice. Alright, so next week it doesn't look like there's anything we're shooting for. We just have to avoid these guys, and both these guys are on the extreme. So next week's actually going to be really easy in terms of governing perception. We got 3 possible ads we can do. Expenses only went up by about 4%, which is not great, but not bad. Considering I'm pretty sure our earnings went up by more than that. 3 people got promoted, which is nice. And now we have access to the Navy ship. So they also want us to do scoops. Okay, so both the scoops and... Sorry, both the mayor and the Navy guy want us to do scoops. We are... oh, whoops, sorry. You're trying to tell me that I need to work for the mayor for a little bit first. Right? That was weird.
Yeah.
Normally this guy has... What about the mafia guy? Huh. Did I piss off the police? Well, whatever.
I don't know.
Sorry, I got completely distracted by it. So, for whatever reason, I cannot get a job from the Empire State Building or the Mafia hideout this week, which is good, because that means I can just unilaterally accept this guy and challenge this district. The reason why I'm challenging this district is not only for the scoops, which I need, but also because I'm going to get the Europe radio tower. I need the Europe radio tower. Because I don't want to miss any European news, because that, very nosy lady from the previous administration keeps butting into my business and telling me what I should be following. And she told us that we have European news stories now. Unfortunately, we can't cover European news stories until we get the European radio tower. So that's at least 2 more in-game weeks, but we're going to focus on that for next in-game week. So that'll be good. In the meantime, we can actually get another telegraphing station, because I made sure to get the influence points, so that means we have 4 telegraphers now. Even in my test run, when I maximized everything, I never needed 5 or 6 here, so we can pursue those later. But for now, we have 12 more influence points. Let's see, I can get a large plant. That's not really that entertaining. I can get... Alright, so... Oh, I don't have access to Coney Island. What do I have access to? Industrial City Harbor. So that's the globe. That actually is helpful for the telegraphers. And I do kind of want them. Okay. We're doing that. That means we have 4 more points remaining. Mafia, police station. Do you have anything I really care about? I mean, the magnifier book stand's only 4 points. You want to boost our crime, folks, next time?
I'm not sure.
I mean,
why not?
It's just like a boosting item. Do we have... It's a calculator boosting item. It's a portrait frame. It's a coffee machine. It's a small Art Deco lamp. Let's go ahead and get this. I will explain why when we start decorating next time. Basically, that little gold fringe thing that you saw is what I want. Okay. So we've used up our influence points. We have picked our primary and secondary objective. We are set for next week. We have $15,000. I'm totally willing to spend, let's go with, I don't know, 8,000. About half on decorating next time. It's basically 16. Yeah, about half my money for decorating next time. So that'll be fun.
Okay.
That'll be objective for next week. I'm going to go ahead and, for April. Hey, it's funny because it actually will be.
I know.
All right. Neat. So on that happy coincidence, we're going to go ahead and end here. We're going to deal with all these exclamation points and red blinky things next time because it'll give us something to do. In the meantime, big guy, thank you so much for joining us.
I'm always happy to be here.
And I'm happy you're healthy enough to do so because as we were both a little bit nervous about, anytime someone your age goes any kind of surgery, dental or otherwise, a little bit of tension. So I'm glad it went without incident, and you're on the mend, and yeah.
And hope to be 100. Well,
Hope to be as close to 100 as you can get for next week. All right, it's cool. So let's very quickly make sure that we save. Cool, game saved, and I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the other window and stop the stream. If you joined us for live, first of all, thank you. And if you joined us now in the future, God, I'm going to try and do a call to action. Go ahead and hit the like button or subscribe or hell, even comment, because all these things are good for YouTube algorithm things. And even if I'm doing this as a hobby, I should at least try to do the things I'm supposed to do. Anyway, thank you so much for making it this far, and hope you're having a wonderful time, and happy spring, and yeah.